Yo, it's Jiggy. We're near right now at the bus stop. It's Crowd Control TV. Obviously, I'm Jiggy. I'm from Wolfham Forest, and I say Wolfham Forest because obviously I'm from like two parts in one. That's where I've lived. So Leighton and Chingford, Hams Park, Chingford, Walthamstow. Went to school Walthamstow, Leighton. So I'm just all over. So I just say Wolfham Forest as a whole. I'll say like my first introduction to music was like, I say a lot of Congolese music, obviously, because obviously I'm Congolese. So like a lot of rumba, dombolo, you know what I'm saying? Just, Congolese gospel music as well, because my mum's very strong, very religious. For myself, I would say just, hip-hop, R&B, so like Usher, Chris Brown, Lil Wayne, Kanye West, and just, a lot of the stuff that I saw on TV. And then later on, when I got a bit older, I started going on YouTube. That's when I discovered Gram. But yeah. Wolfham Forest was very multicultural, do you know what I'm saying? Man, just obviously I grew up in a council estate in Hams Park called Auditory Estate. I say it wasn't as easy, because obviously I wouldn't say I didn't have a lot of money or my family didn't have a lot of money. When you're young, you tend to feel like you're poor, but when you grow up, you tend to realise that your parents just don't prioritise what you prioritise. Do you know what I'm saying? So like if I wanted Air Forces or to look Hollister or whatever, Ralph Lauren, like what was popping at the time, I couldn't get it. So it was kind of sad for me at the time, because I just felt like I couldn't fit in because I didn't have the latest clothes, or like I couldn't get a trim all the time, and it was just me trying to keep up with everyone that was cool in my area and just school and in my estate. So it wasn't the easiest, innit? Do you know what I'm saying, when you're young? But yeah, man, a lot of gang culture, a lot of gang violence as well. But yeah, man, it was okay. It could have been better, but yeah, man, it was calm. Jiggy came about, obviously, when I was 16, I moved from Hams Park to Chadwell Heath, which is like very close to Romford and Ilford. And when I met a couple of the guys in the area, they asked for my name. I told them my name's Arnaldo. And the guy was just like, bro, that's long, man. Like, I'm just gonna call you AR. And I was like, cool, innit? Like, I just accepted it. It's like, cool. That was just the name I got, and that's what everyone just used to call me. So the Jiggy I added because I really loved A$AP Rocky and his music, his style, and, you know what I'm saying, being Jiggy, being cool. So I added the Jiggy to the AR. That's how we got AR Jiggy. I think fashion is very important. I think how you present yourself is so important, because it speaks a lot, innit? Before you even open your mouth to talk, somebody can be able to understand your whole aesthetic, everything about you through the way you dress, and then when you talk, it tends to open more of a portal into who you are. Obviously, I'm from East, and I would say that I wouldn't say where I grew up influenced my fashion too much. I kind of just do this for my younger self, and how much I used to window shop or shop online for clothes. My first ever designer piece was a pair of Mason Margielas that I got when I was 16 from hustling. Do you know what I'm saying? So that was a big thing for me. But yeah, I think music and fashion definitely correlates. I think it helps for people to understand your style, your niche. And yeah, man, I think it's so important. I would say what influences my fashion is definitely Congo, and how flamboyant we like to dress, you know. We use fashion to wipe the tears away from the pain that people suffer with from being in Congo, you know. And yeah, I got to influence my fashion sense. I'll say Papa Wemba, Kofi, therefore punk. I have a lot of punk aesthetics, which I would say not really punk. I think it was punk through the American artists like the Lil Uzis and the Thugs, Cartis. They kind of got inspired by that, and that we were able to see that as well. But yeah, man, I think fashion is so important, man. You always should present yourself in the best light, even just going around the corner, because you don't know who you could see, do you know what I'm saying? And you always want to make yourself look good, and always present yourself well. The reason why I've been pushing SAPE, because I feel like it's a big part of Congolese culture, do you know what I'm saying? Which I feel like the previous Congolese artists coming up haven't really fixated heavily on. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's stuff I want to be the first to do that in the UK, in the rap scene, or the UK scene in general. I want to be one of the first to push this level of flamboyancy in the way you dress. And it's very important to me because Congo isn't there's not a lot of light shed on Congo, and I'll tell you why, and that's heavily because of the fact that we're a francophone country. We're colonized by Belgium, so we speak French as one of the secondary languages, with the first being Lingala. So we speak French, so I'd say that our culture kind of is more understood in like France and Belgium. If you look at France, the biggest artists over there are Congolese. You got Maître Gims, you got Daji, you got Kobaladi, you got K Black. There's so many, like, do you know what I'm saying? The main artists in France that are doing the best are the Congolese artists. So in the UK, because it's an Anglophone country, it's difficult for them to understand our culture. So that's why I want to push that. I even posted something today about La SAPE just to show people, yo, like, this shit is real. Do you know what I'm saying? This SAPE stuff is like a religion, like, do you know what I'm saying? Something that we dedicate ourselves to, and I feel like it's important for me because, you know, I just love clothes, bro. It's in my blood, it's in my DNA, and I just want to show everybody that this La SAPE stuff is real, and to also encourage other Congolese people and artists in the UK to embrace your culture. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though that not many people understand because the language barrier, but, you know, we speak English, so there's a way. There's a way that it's going to be understood. I make them understand, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. I would call my sound as everybody, well, not everybody, but the people that follow the underground movement would call it as ratchet melodic. And I call it that because of, I feel like as being from London, we're naturally ratchet, we're naturally hood. Do you know what I'm saying? We're naturally gritty because of the way London is. London's a very gritty culture, it's a very hard-hitting city. So the melodic side is just the melodies and just trying to soften the ratchetness, because I feel like a lot of people are very like stuck up in London, do you know what I'm saying? And the melodic side kind of makes us a bit more lenient with our movement, lenient with the sound, lenient with the way we dress, and, you know, just to soften things up a little bit. Things shouldn't be too hard or too soft, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I call my sound ratchet melodic. There's a lot of influences, like there's African influences, obviously I'm Congolese, and, you know, I feel like the sound is mixed. Like this is the London sound, do you know what I'm saying? Because London is multicultural. We've got British culture, you've got American culture. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm literally just mixing it all together. What my influences from the States, my UK influences, and, you know, my African influences too. So yeah, I just mesh it all together, and, you know, and that's how I'll just go to the studio, and I don't really have a specific sound I'm gonna go for. I just get beats from my producers. I feel like, okay, that's a vibe. Let me jump on this, whether it's an Afro beat, you would call it, or it's a underground type beat, or it's a AR type beat, you know what I'm saying? Just, yeah, bro, like, it's just mixed, innit? Like, it's just the London sound, it's the new London sound, and people just need to wake up and tap in ASAP, do you get what I'm saying? 2020 to 2022, yeah, obviously COVID, I don't believe I recorded much music in COVID. Obviously I just released stuff that I already had, you know, and between them years I feel like I say, London's a very hard-hitting city, you understand, especially when it was very drill dominated and street dominated. People just wanted to hear that sort of music, and obviously, like, I've had certain experiences that might make me qualified to make drill music, but something in my heart, I just didn't feel like I wanted to speak about that part of my life. I touch on it in bits and pieces. I'm sure you will hear from my last tape about things that I've experienced in my life and things that I've done, but I never wanted to really fixate on that, and I kind of was like just going through a phase where the people around me just wasn't understanding, because I was just trying to evolve with my sound. I would say Lancey really inspired me a lot, Lancey Foe, and in like, he's from Stratford, we're literally in Stratford now, he's from Stratford, Plastow, and that's a very, very gritty area, gritty borough, and there's a lot of things going on, a lot of like mad stuff happening, do you know what I'm saying? And for him to be able to make music the way he was making it, like, and it sounds so different from his surroundings. I was trying to do that, and I just felt like the people around me wasn't resonating with it. So, you know, I just spent like 2021 when I was back in the studio, I spent time just making a lot of new stuff. That's when I originally started making ratchet melodic and just writing the songs and recording it. And yeah, man, 2022 I came back with Bala Wahala, which is like an Afro pop type of song. And I'll be real, like, I only done that song because I felt like it was the right thing to do. And I want to just tell people that there's no such thing as the right sound or the right type of music. You should always make what you believe that you love and what music that you love, do you know what I'm saying, and what you like. And you should always push that, do you know what I'm saying? And I was just trying to mainstream my sound and make my sound more digestible, where really I should have just stuck to what I wanted from the beginning and, you know, done that. But it is what it is. I'm proud of everything I've made, do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the reason why I wasn't active in those years. ODLANRA. I started writing for ODLANRA in like summer 2024, and that was around the times that I'd done like Doja and SLS. Funny fact here, ODLANRA was originally meant to be Ratchet Melodic Free, but because the sound I was making and the sort of production I was getting at the time, obviously I started to like hit up like Sunny and like Snipes, do you know what I'm saying? And because I really felt like their sort of sound, their production style resonated with where I was trying to take my sound. And I just felt like it just needed something different in it. So I decided to call it ODLANRA, which is my name backwards. So my name's Arnaldo. So if you reverse it, you'll get ODLANRA. And I just wanted to call it something different, do you know what I'm saying? From Ratchet Melodic Free. And I feel like, yeah, like there's no real meaning behind the name. Just wanted to reverse my name and do something like that, just ODLANRA. Because obviously I have a plan to make another album and call it something else, which is gonna make sense to ODLANRA later. But yeah, the process was, I recorded a lot of it in the Disturber London studio in East. And yeah, man, it was a long process. I was doing night shift. I was working at Sainsbury's doing night shift. So a lot of the times after work, I used to finish work at 10. I'll go and record all night, sleep for like 3 hours, wake up and go straight back to work. So it was crazy, man. I was really putting in that shift. But yeah, like I just wanted to mesh all my favorite like sounds together, especially because I done Ratchet Melodic 1 and 2, and it was a very specific sound. In this production, I wanted to explore my African roots a bit more, hence Sugar Sukali, and obviously other songs that you lot don't know about. A lot of songs didn't make it, but it was a very stressful process. Like a lot of songs didn't make the tape, the album, because I've learned to realize that this is actually an album. Like I initially made it as a tape, but sometimes you can process it later and be like, yo, this is an album, this ain't a tape, you know, even though it's not a lot of songs. But yeah, the process, it was hard, man. It was a lot, man. There was a lot of songs that I really wanted to release that I just couldn't make it, man. I chopped and changed things around so much and had to, like, it was a lot, man. It was a lot, but it was all worth it in the end. It was all worth it. That's a lot of feds. Hey, cool. So, cover art. Who shot it? Yeah. Inspiration behind the cover art. Originally, I wanted to make the cover art inspired by like old Congolese cover arts and Congolese aesthetic. But obviously, I had a couple people helping me with the cover, so they said that we should pick this cover. It's styled by Medmo. Shout out Meda, CEO of Medmo, the GOAT. Lennox styled it, he patterned it. Shout out Lennox Foster, my brother. Shout out Psycho. And Bijou shot it, Safe Rap Productions. Shout out my brother Bijou, he's also on the tape on Nice to Meet You. So Bijou is actually a rapper, videographer, do you know what I'm saying? Artist, he's a lot of things at once, so shout out to my bro Bijou. And yeah, like, I just wanted to go for a very SAPE type of style. Got the fur jacket out, the rings, just, you know, something to really close into who I was, do you know what I'm saying? And my heritage and the fashion stuff. So yeah, man, that was the inspiration behind the cover and that. The features on the tape, obviously we got Oatmean, we got Nat, we got Bijou. The first feature I've done on it was Nice to Meet You with Bijou, who obviously done the cover as well. He's done the cover for Bijou. He's done a lot, bro. Like, shout out Bijou, you know what I'm saying? You lot tap into Bijou. He's a real extraordinaire, do you know what I'm saying? And he's done like the Ratchet Melodic cover. He's also done the Ratchet Melodic 1, Ratchet Melodic 2 cover. I also shot Doja with him on SLS. Not SLS, I shot Doja, Nice to Meet You. I've done a lot of shoots with him as well. But yeah, obviously Biju's a sick rapper, innit? So I know like working with him is never hard, like it's always straightforward. Literally, I was doing a session, I just told him to pop in. He done his verse in like 10 minutes and then literally left. Had somewhere to go. So shout out Bijou, that was sick. She don't trust rappers with all mean. Like, me on me were meant to, obviously, like I said before, was meant to do Ratchet Melodic free. So me on me, we done a song before, but obviously he didn't like his verse. So he said like we should do some R&B shit, and I was like, really? Like, it's not something that I thought he could jump on, but I thought, you know what? I sent him the beat, he loved it, he hopped on it straight away, and then I was just like flabbergasted with his verse. I was like, this guy's tapped, man. This is mad. So yeah, man, they were sick. Like the way like the song came about with Nat as well. Obviously, I've been watching Nat with the like African influence, the Ghanaian influence sound, and obviously I grew up listening to Afro beats, High Life, Psycho D, and the Ghanaian movement. So I'm pretty familiar with it. So I like to see that he was doing that. And yeah, man, when I made Sukali, I just said, yo, like, it has to be Nat. Do you know what I'm saying? So I sent it over to Nat. Nat sent the verse back ASAP. And then, yeah, bro. Like, yeah, man, we just locked it in. But yeah, it was sick working with them, bro. Like, they're all top artists, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I loved it still. Cristiano Ronaldo. Michael Jackson's been, obviously his impact is crazy, do you know what I'm saying? Especially on me and just everyone that's grown up watching what he was doing. But I think Ronaldo has become very close to football itself. Do you know what I'm saying? When you think about music, it depends on who you think. Like, who comes to mind for you for music. And I don't know if Michael Jackson comes to everyone's mind right now. But when you think about football, Cristiano Ronaldo comes to mind. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he is part of football, like, do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ronaldo's definitely more famous. Hands on Pusha T. Yeah. Pusha T, bro. Yeah. You know, he does yeah. Hey, Push is cold. Push the T is the best drug dealing rap, luxury drug dealing rap. Guys that rap about dealing drugs. Pusha T is the best drug dealer rapper ever, bro. Nobody raps about drugs and bricks and coke better than Pusha T. Fucking cold, so flamboyant, so wavy. Yeah, Pusha T. Obviously I support Chelsea, innit? And bro, I just had so much good moments of Chelsea, man. Especially because they had loads of black players, bro. I love that. Like when we had Malouda, Anelka, Drogba, Solomon Kalou, John Obi Mikel, Michael Essien. Like the whole team was just black, bro. And that's what I loved about Chelsea, bro. I can't lie. Like I just loved that we had black players. Like, yeah. Hey, top 5 East London rappers. In order, yeah, in order. Fucking hell. I can't do in order. Yeah, I'm just gonna say 5. Kano, Lancey Fo, Wiley of Cadell. Cadell. I'm gonna put Cadell because he's fucking hard. Wiley, Cadell, Kano, Lancey, East London rapper. Merkston. Yeah. But there's a lot of honorary mentions. But I'll put Merkston. Yeah. But Underground is just a name that people used to associate whatever's happening right now. There's a surge of great music that's coming out of London that's not necessarily the most popular. So I think Underground is just unpopular good music. Music that a lot of people don't know about, that is good. But I'd say the UK because we're kind of closer to our heritage opposed to the Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Congolese, you know, I know like majority of the artists are like Caribbean or an African, and got a lot of Nigerians in the scene. You got a lot of like, we've got a couple Caribbeans and that. And you know, everybody, because we're closer to our culture, yeah, we're able to like mesh the sounds from back home into the music and mix it with the trap. But that's how you get stuff like Sugar Sukali, which is like a mixture of like our heritage, and we're able to snap it to certain accents and certain cadences which the Americans don't have. So I feel like UK Underground for sure. Listen, mate, best British food. I feel like the British went crazy when they made stuffing, bro. I fuck with stuffing. I like stuffing, do you know what I'm saying? That's just one. Fat chips too, bro. They went crazy with the fat chips. Do you get me? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, cod and chips is nice, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're drunk, find a little fish and chip shop. But yeah, fish and chips, battered sausage and chips, savoy chips, and stuffing, bro. The British, they went crazy with that stuff. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I want them to win. Because they desperately need it. Do you get what I'm saying? Whoever's born after 2004 deserves to see. Whoever's young enough to not remember the Invincibles needs to see them lift something, bro. That's the Premier League or the Champions League. So I want Arsenal to win, but I kind of feel like Barca might snatch it and do a treble or Inter. But it's either, yeah, I want Arsenal to win though. That's what Chelsea. I like you know. That's my favourite meal though. Chicken, bacon, stuffing. A stuffula. You get me? A stuffula. Guilty pleasure. Chicken, bacon, stuffing, sandwich with either an innocent smoothie or a Rabina. And I'm normally going for a fruit pot, man. Just you know what I'm saying, fruit pot as a snack. Come on, fam, meal deal. The Tesco, the goats to the meal deal. Yeah, Tesco.